Every day, people ask us about getting their trademarks registered. Sometimes though, we have to tell people that registering their trademarks is going to be an uphill battle. So we thought we'd put together a mini-series with some guidelines for creating strong, registerable trademarks. But to create a trademark, we must first understand what can even be protected. So that's the topic of this video. What types of trademarks can be protected? So basically there are three categories of trademarks that are generally protectable. The first category is called fanciful. That just means made up. A good example of a made up trademark would be Starbucks or Exxon or iPad. None of these are real words. Someone somewhere just made them up. And that makes them a strong mark because they didn't exist previously, and so they're distinctive. The second category of trademarks are called arbitrary trademarks. A good example of an arbitrary trademark is Apple for Apple computers. It's an arbitrary mark because apples don't have anything to do with computers. So you have a strong trademark. I could create a brand of brownies and call them kitty cat brownies. No one would eat them because we don't want to think of cats with our food and, but it would be a strong trademark. The third category of trademarks are called suggestive trademarks. Now, suggestive trademarks don't tell you exactly what your product or service is, but it kind of makes sense when you think about it. So a good example would be Glance a Day for those little calendars that you put on your desk with funny jokes and pictures of grandmas doing weird things. Glance a Day doesn't automatically make you think of calendars, but since you look at a calendar every day, it kind of makes sense. So your trademark has to hit one of those three protectable categories in order to move forward to the principal register. It has to be fanciful, arbitrary, or suggestive. Everything else is going to fall into one of two unregisterable categories. So the first category that won't make it on the principal register is descriptive marks. A descriptive mark is what it sounds like. It basically tells you what the product or the service is, right? So a good example would be Wisconsin's creamiest yogurt, which is descriptive geographically because it says it's from Wisconsin. And it's also descriptive because it says creamiest, that tells you what the yogurt's like. Not gonna cut it. The second category is generic words. So yogurt, computer, consultant, something like that. Those words are words that typically other people are gonna need to use. So you can't own it by yourself and it's not gonna be protectable by itself. Listen, we have covered a lot of ground in this short video and we appreciate you watching. Don't forget though, we have a second and third video coming out about guidelines for strong trademarks. Thanks for tuning in.